everybody. How am I sounding? How am I looking? How's everything going? I have to check every single time. Yeah, I know. Remember we had that one nice episode where things were actually working at a normal frame rate, when the videos actually worked and it all looked very, very nice. And then what happened was I made 3 extra shows, and I have hundreds of scenes for all of them, just in case I decide to do that format this week. So that slows things down just a little bit, even though I've got nothing else open today. We're back on the spaceship. It's been a long time since we're back on the spaceship. Thank you, Shida. I'm sure you sound and look quite good too. I don't know if I'd go as far as great, but I'm sure you look fine. Happy New Year to you two numbers. Always nice to have some numbers in the chat. I don't think any numbers are going to come up today, but if we do need any maths, I will be sure to call on you instantly. Yeah, we're back in the spaceship. It's been a while since we're back in the spaceship. Oh, there it was delayed. I could see it come up before I could hear it. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, the reason we're back in the spaceship is because I've just been busy doing other actual stuff this week. Not that this isn't actual stuff, but I didn't have time to prepare something new and elaborate, and I do like to do new things, and I've done 2 weeks of psychic stuff, and even though I like it, it's fun and it's lucrative. I just got something in my mental makeup that means I cannot do the same format 3 weeks in a row. It just drives me. I have to do something different. I have to do something weird. So although this isn't different necessarily, we haven't done this since the first time. We only ever played this on one show, even though I spent all the time making it. Yeah, exactly. It's the Mikeo mindset. Have a content or content. Isn't it funny how there's so much content out there and yet none of us are content? It just makes you think, doesn't it? It gets to you. We haven't played this in a while, so I did put in the announcement and in the tweet what we're doing today. But in case you don't know, in case you didn't figure it out from the title, God. Namaste. We are going back to Mikeo Miami. It's just been on my mind. We talked about dating sims in the Hype House chat a few days ago, and I've just been thinking about it. And we haven't done it in ages. And I remember when we first did it, in the reveal of it, I did talk to some of you afterwards, and I said, there's a lot of stuff in it that we never actually got to. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of choices in there. I think I spoiled for some of you, at least, that there is a combat system built into one of the options that I did spend quite a long time figuring out how to do, and then it just never came up. And something about that is very funny to me. I do like the idea of having made something really elaborate that nobody will ever see, like making a beautiful work of art and then just locking it away in a room is quite funny. I do like that as a bit. But also, like I said, I just didn't think of anything else to do this week, and I wanted to do something a little different, and I didn't come up with anything new. There is still a third option from those 3 options you could choose, but again, that would have taken just a little bit extra preparation that I it's all set up, but it requires other people in a similar way to Late Mike, how that required me to have an interviewee. The third option also requires other people, which is not impossible for us to procure. It's just not something that I put any effort into doing, and it got to today, and I thought, well, if I haven't done it, I don't want to try and not be able to and not have anything else to do. So we're going to do this. So let's just hop over, shall we, into the famous close-up. There we go. My head might be in the way. I've tried to move myself out of the way as much as possible, but we'll see, won't we? So yeah, I don't know did I ever finish explaining what this was? For anyone who wasn't here the first time round, and I don't know if anyone in the chat, from the looks of it, you all know exactly what this is. But just to cover any bases for the archive, for the highlight, what the ship, the head, the game, all of it, none of it, something else. This game it's a dating simulator, and not to ruin the surprise, but all of the contestants, all of the suitors that you can be courted by are versions of me from different universes. Thank you. Yeah, I know that I said I was going to do some sort of merch based on this, and I did mock something up, and I just never went any further with it. Maybe for season 2 of merch or our next merch push, we'll get a long sleeve Mikeo Miami title card, all of the title card, all the little fine print and everything at the bottom there. That's all going in it. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I've got it all made up. I can just I just need to export it over to the Cable 2 merch store, and we can do it. I think it'd be pretty good. I know it's got quite a specific name on it, but this sort of fits our brief for design. It just looks like a cool, obscure anime thing, Japanese RPG. You don't really need to know what it is to like the aesthetic of it. I hope we'll find out, won't we, when we put it up for sale. So let's play. I'm prepared for the music to scream in my ears and maybe yours as well. Thank you very much. So if we're all ready, let's see if we can get ourselves some dates from Mikeo Miami, Mikeo no ainotameni. Could be saying that right, might not. Love transcends dimensions. For the best experience, full screen and headphones are recommended. When you're ready to begin, click the logo above. Oh, just as the cafe's about to come up, I realised I was going to make myself a coffee. I didn't get around to it. Be my treat for after, for completing a full game, for 100%. Here's Draza. Hi, welcome to .sip, the coziest cafe in the whole of Carvo Due. I haven't seen you around town before. Oh, should we all just take a break? I'll go get some coffee. You get a pizza out, and we'll reconvene in 5. Dot, obviously. Yeah, I feel like I should have named it after you specifically, but I wanted to get the almost wordplay of having her name be Dot. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense that it's called .sip. I mean, .sip already doesn't make any sense as a sentence. It would make even less sense if there was no dot. So what's our name? What are we being called? Do a little mashup. Looks like there's oh no, Sheeta straight in with it. Trent DGS. Yeah. Oh. Look, I'm not a programmer. All right. I don't know how to make it so the text disappears when you click on it. I just assumed it would because most websites do that. I don't know how to do it. It's just about stretching my code knowledge to be able to put a text box in the first place. Oh, you got the pizza, good. All right, we've got 2 suggestions, and I don't want anyone to feel left out. we've got 3, so I'm gonna allow all of these to be the name. So we're Trent. I'm gonna make an executive decision to pronounce it as Trent Dogs. Trent Dogs, Google Girl, Rilf. Rilf. That's the hat trick. I've forgotten everything about this game, by the way. I forgot all of the little, all of the runner about the grandfather's name. Doesn't it just? Yeah, it definitely rolls off the tongue. It's very nice. Realising there's no chat on this version of the overlay. It's fine. I'll just repeat what you're saying as if I'm reading a letter in a period drama. Yeah, this is all going to be really neat to me. I said about the combat system. I remember it exists, but I don't remember how to get there, so I can't cheat it. I can't make that happen. We'll find it if we find it. That was my grandfather's name. This is like fate or something. Nice to meet you. Hope this isn't weird of me to say, but you have a really friendly face. I can tell we're going to get along great. So, what brings us to the little town of Carvo Due? I don't think it's weird to say at all. I regularly tell people that their name is my grandfather's name, whether it's true or not. So what would bring us here this time? Hey, Eurodov, announcing yourself with some fish and chips. Announcing yourself with a nice afternoon pastry. The mind closed down. What are the chances we're going to accidentally come up with the same jokes for every answer that we did last time? I don't remember what we said last time. It might have been the mind closed down. It might have been celebrity martial arts. And again, I'm going to be extremely generous to all of these answers. If people can get in enough answers quickly before I've typed it, I will put them all in. And I don't think I set a character limit on the text box either, because again, I don't know how to. Oh yeah, that's a good way to mash it up, rather than just putting all three as a disconnected sentence. Celebrity birds closed down. This is so random. Super rando humour. Should have figured. The celebrity birds closed down is the reason most people end up here. Say, this might seem a little forward, but are you seeing anyone right now? David Lynch is pretty random when you think about it. So what do we reckon? Are we sick? Oh, numbers, you're getting too late. You gotta factor in the delay. You've got to preempt me. You're seeing two people right now. Okay. Well, it's a yes or no, but I guess yes is. Oh, I see. Yeah, very clever, Sheila. It's a very clever joke. For the archive, she's just said that she's seeing two people, and they're me and Dot, because we're both on the screen. Yeah, precogs. Don't mention precogs. You know I'll start crying. Minority Report makes me famously emotional. It's part of Mikeo lore. It's part of the canon. And I promised myself I would never cry on stream. So the answer is yes. Are we sure? I guess we're just kidding. I didn't give you another option there. It's not a very linear game, but there are some linear moments. There has to be. I mean, there are some dead ends where the game does kill you or whatever it does. But I didn't factor in a version of the game where you get to just leave town on the first day. Maybe I should for the sequel. And there will be a sequel. I am genuinely going to make a second game. And I believe the Rev Girls said that they were going to be making a game at some point. So I'm excited to see that materialise. I agree with you, Numbers. I think all games should be non-linear. There are a few moments where I do try and guide you towards making a choice. But there's very few times when an answer will lead to the same thing no matter what. You'll pretty much always find a new place to go. You've got a Google Doc, and when was the last time that Google Doc was auto-saved? Huh? Get on it. You're talking about making a new special, Under the Hat episode 2. You know, you gotta get to it. It's all about the hustle. It's all about the hustle. Oh, thanks, Tubot. Just got a notification that we're live, so that's good. Thanks, Tubot. 20 minutes into the show. This place is a Hunkapalooza, so let's stop tugging our collars, shall we? And listen, this is my role within the business, right? We don't have job titles, but I am the guy who puts in a motivational quote at the start of the day, just to get you in the Mikeo mindset. And maybe I didn't do one today, so maybe that's the reason why Egg is feeling unwell and you're yet to complete a game. Where are my sound alerts? Oh no, there's not a sound alert. I'm expecting a sound alert for hot dog now. I'm so used to things yelling in my ear whenever I see something's been redeemed. I'm completely conditioned. I don't know what a hot dog sound would even be. Yeah, exactly. And I have them. My camera roll is full of Harley Quinn talking about what a lonely yet loyal and spirited young lady she is. Call you and you'll give me this. I don't know is that a threat? Call me and I'll give you a sound alert. That sounds like a threat. Mods? Mods? Do we have any mods? Egg, you're the only mod in the chat apart from me. Numbers is... How are you even doing that now? It won't let me redeem more than one thing. How are you redeeming so many hot dogs in a row? Thank you very much. Because you know, Sheila, I'm not above banning you from the Twitch chat. I've done it before and I will do it again. So let's look around, shall we? Let's have a little look around. Dot wasn't lying. It's an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet in here. And I certainly like what I see. Where to begin? Man 1, man 2, or man 3? We've got some mans. Come get your mans. Whose mans is this? Yours. Could be yours, mans. Could be your mans. So who do we like the look of today? I think we're on board enough with the canon of the multiverse that we sort of recognise who at least 2 of these characters are. We've met them before, and we have met another man. Although never been on the show outside of the dating sim. The other 2 have made other appearances, but so far, man 1 is yet to appear outside of this spin-off. Even though it tested very well with focus groups, he tested very well indeed. Man 1, we've got 2 for man 1. We've got 1 for man 2, but then Sheeta says man 2 is diabolical. So I don't know if that cancels you out numbers. We got 5 more seconds, including the delay, I guess. Not sure how I'm going to time that to decide. 1, okay. It is overwhelming that it's 1. I'm so sorry, numbers. We might get to it. You never know. We might. I doubt we've got time for 2 runs in the course of this show. Should reverse cancel. We need to write some rules. I'm not really the law guy. Get other Mike. Get Islanders Mike. Get Super Jazz on it. He knows about paperwork, contracts. Man 1 is Haruki Mikakami. He's a town's resident writer. He's a little moody, but I bet the right person could break through his tortured exterior. So now we've got an option. I think I'll talk to him, or let me have another look. Dozer can absolutely do the cat pose. I'm doing it right now, despite only being ahead. You can sort, you can sort of see my hands there. I'm watching the delay. We want to talk? Okay, great. We're sticking with our decision. Was the sound of my typewriter bothering you? Says Haruki Mikakami. Was it? It was actually, or not at all? Yeah, did it feel good? Is it like a power pose, like the Wonder Woman thing that you're supposed to do before a big business meeting? That has been debunked since by the person who invented it, but obviously retractions never make the front page, do they? You don't remember? What don't you remember? You don't remember if the typewriter was bothering us? Cat girl boss, exactly. Yeah, it's the same voice actor numbers. Yeah, Haruki has the same voice actor as the Cube from Fez. I spent most of the budget on big name voice actors. Dot is Tara Strong. So, causing the Meridian response is a bother, or are you into whispering? Are you an ASMR lady? Not at all. I need to know. I need to know if the Meridian response is good or not, because otherwise we either have a tie, or we've got a unanimous vote. I don't know. Got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to overrule. Not at all. All right, not at all. Yeah, cool. Just in the nick of time. Oh, you're lucky. Oh, you're lucky. Bothers most people, but sometimes the creation of great art is necessarily antagonistic, you know? Having just said how I think it's funny to make something and never show anyone it, I'm starting to think maybe the deliberately obnoxious writer character is accidentally a little too close to the real me. Might be the most similar to me out of all of them, which is maybe not what I was going for. Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah, totally. Okay, he liked that. I'm Haruki Mikakami, but you knew that. You probably read my books. Forges Near the Beach, Swedish Bark, Soft-Boiled Looking Glass, and also The Apocalypse. Yeah, we are, aren't we? Every day's a school day, and is also a gift. And you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And life is a roller coaster. just gotta ride it. Swedish bark. What's are you rediscovering over and over how bad the jokes and the parodies are in this game? Did you forget how heavy-handed the writing is? This is my portfolio. This is my resume as a game writer. No. Oh, Shida, you are very contradictory. Straight after saying you were going to agree with everything, you're going to try and hurt his ego by telling him you've never heard of all of his very popular books. They've been translated into 56 different languages. Oh, well, we've got 2 no's and 1 yes, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go with the no's, unless somebody bangs on the window graduate style to stop me within the next 3 seconds. I'm clicking no. All right, we've got respect. Sorry, Benjamin. Well, he didn't like that. He's a tough one. He's not as easily predictable as you might have thought. You know, you don't know what he's gonna like. You can't game the system. I remember telling you this last time. He doesn't like that. He, you know, he might be an outsider artist, but he's still proud of his work. Yeah, oh, you vote for fair enough. I agree. I mean, to be a full-time writer, it's not just the writing. He's probably got speaking engagements. You know, as soon as he finishes 1 book, I bet, you know, he's probably got 3 book deals, so he's got to be straight pumping out another book. You know, it is a business. It is a business. I would say the art world and the business world are not necessarily exclusive. I think, yeah, art is pain. You know, art is war, and art never changes. So fair enough. Oh, Draza, you should have known. I mean, you should have known. He's a regular at your cafe. Oops, forgot to mention he's a bit touchy about things like that. Guess he's just not the guy for you, huh? Don't worry, plenty more to choose from. He is successful. Can't afford sleeves, is what I would say if I was your father and you were bringing him home to meet me for the first time. Yeah, you told us to flirt with him, but you did not warn us that we should try and stroke his ego a little bit if we want to seduce him. So that's fine. We're back to our choices now. So we can try again with Haruki, or we can try again with one of the other 2 men. So what do we fancy? Are we still into Man 1? Do we think we can be the person to change them, to get through their tough exterior? Want to try again? Let's see if he'll let us, shall we? I don't remember if he'll let you. Let's find out. Okay. Okay, this is good. That wasn't a dead end. Haruki %. Sure. So was it bothering us? What are we going to say this time? It does get a bit repetitive if you want to try and crack the nut again. Yeah, this is the music that plays. Same choice until failure. Not at all. Okay, we're going with no. Yeah, I think I mean, there are 2 ways to play, really, aren't there? You can try and get back to the point and then just change the last answer, or you can see if you can go a different way. It's not necessarily the case that both options, you know, it's a pass or fail. They might just both take you down different paths. Totally? Okay. Okay, so this time, have we... Yeah, explore the tree. That's how I like to do it as well. That is my playstyle. I mean, if you're a completionist, if you want 100%, you've got to do that at times. You want to say no again? You want to say no again? You know what will happen? I've not been that clever that I've let him have 2 different thoughts about the same thing. I can click no, but I guarantee you the same thing's going to happen. I know, even without remembering the game that I wrote, I do remember that I wasn't smart enough to include that. So we're going with course? Okay, I'm overruling you, Shida. I know you're first vote, but we got 2 for course. Always nice to meet a fan. Did I hear Doc call you Trent Dog's Gilgil Rilf? I guess so. That's right. How strange. Trent Dog's Gilgil Rilf was my grandfather's name. So what can I do for you? So now we're back for the options. Could you sign a copy of my book? Could I buy you a generic brand creme-filled sandwich cookie frozen blended coffee beverage? Two very good options. Yeah, this is it's not so obvious what he's going to enjoy. Can't game the system. I'm teaching valuable lessons. This is all part of my business training seminar. Coffee? Shorthand for coffee. It is a type of coffee. I don't think it's mentioned in the name, but I believe there is caffeine in it. Want to go for the coffee? A generic brand cream-filled sandwich cookie frozen blended coffee beverage. Oh, it does say coffee. Sounds great. Thanks, Trent Dog's Gilgil Rilf. No problem, be right back. Or actually, I've changed my mind. They're giving you a do-over. No problem. Okay, that was emphatic. So I'm okay. Jeez, that's a loud blender. I think we should have this as a sound alert. It's very fun. Hi, looks like you two are really hitting it off. One generic brand cream-filled sandwich cookie frozen blended coffee beverage coming right up. Did you want to order yourself something? I know. Again, I forgot that I put the blender sound effect over that. I forgot what it would sound like in my ears. Is that what we want to order ourselves? Instant PTSD? Because she might have it on the menu. Or a golden nickel. And a golden nickel. And a Mensa meatball. Let's go for an instant golden nickel. An instant golden nickel. Mensa meatball. Oh, number. Oh, sorry, numbers. Are we? Are you busy right now? We can wait. That's fine. It's only our love life at stake. A big marble. Okay. Right. Let's work at mashing this together again. Okay. So we got instant. Oh, I guess. Okay. So we'll go for. So it's a golden nickel, Mensa meatball, big marble. So let's go for a big golden Mensa marble. Does that incorporate everyone? Does everyone feel represented by that? I don't want anyone to feel left out. Coming out my bubble a little bit. That sounds good. It sounds good to me too. I'll bring your generic brand cream-filled sandwich cookie frozen blended coffee beverage and your big gold Mensa marble right over. Now stop wasting time chatting to me and get back over there. So we can say thanks, Dot. Or we can go back and see who else is around if we decide that we don't necessarily want to carry on trying to date Haruki. It's always the option. There's always a backing out option. Is it a food? I'm unclear. Yeah, is it a food? Is it a drink? We seem to have a... It's a biteable drink, seems to be the opinion of the chat. Let's commit. Okay, agreed. Thanks, Dot. Welcome back. I thought you'd abandoned me like my father. Ha, ha. What brings you to Cave Due? It's a treat. Yeah, it's a treat. It's a frozen treat. I guess it's like any sort of slushy drink. You know, any kind of blended drink. It is a drink, but you eat it with a spoon. Yeah, it's a luxury, isn't it? It's very decadent. Marbles and ice cream thing, is it? I assumed that that Numbers was talking about a genuine marble, a literal marble. You're nervous? Is that a side effect of the vaccine, or are you just nervous about impressing Haruki? Stop overthinking. Yeah, he might have an opinion about that. That might it might bring up a bad memory for him, you know. Dot did say that a lot of people come here because of the Celebrity Birds closing down. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Numbers is definitely talking about a real marble. I wasn't aware there was anything other than a real marble it could have been, but I'm glad that we're all agreed at least. Yeah, I think you're right. That seems to be the consensus. Let's be honest. I should have guessed. Oh, it's still another test. It does feel like another test. The Celebrity Birds closed down is the answer basically everyone gives. And we can say, guess I'm pretty boring, huh? Or, I was lying, the real reason is way more interesting. Because will we be boring? Will he see this as boring? Will he catch us out in a lie if we change our answer? I forgot about the Pikachu sample. Okay, we've got 1 vote for boring, 1 vote for lying. I think so, yeah, this guy is very no-nonsense, isn't he? And he deals in the art world, you know, he can read people, you would think. Maybe he finds beauty in the mundane, exactly. So you got boring, lying but possibly changed to boring. Got another boring. Okay, I think boring has just about pipped it. Guess I'm pretty boring. You called it. You called it, Egg. Not at all. As a writer, I find human behaviour fascinating, and as a celebrity, I find normalcy to be very appealing. So he does actually, he likes it, he finds it refreshing, he thinks that we're down to earth. You can lie next time. As always, this game is available for anyone to play at any time. Let's blush like the world isn't watching. Okay, let's do it. Uh-oh. A shirtless cowboy has approached. Criminy! I came running in here like a bag of nails on a desert canary, thinking the bathroom was plumb empty, and nearly knocked your cotton socks off. My humblest apologies. Hey, y'all are blushing. Is that for me? And we can say no, or we can say play your cards right. What do we get? Are we gonna be? I know we don't owe Haruki anything. You know, we've only just met. We're just feeling our way through it. But are we? You know, are we bold enough to be so disloyal so early on? Let's vote for cards. We've got to vote for cards. We've got we've got some shocked reactions. You forgot about the six-pack, huh? Forgot about the abs. Cards. Uh-oh. Egg's all in. On this bow meaning Haruki. You want to stick with Haruki. But we do have oh no, we've got 3 cards. Okay, we've got 3 for cards. Let's play our cards right. Yeah, that's right. The old pubic pointers. Let's play our cards right. Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold. I admire that. You're a gambler. Yeah, I don't know if it is a plural. Y'all. It could just be a cowboy thing.
.com.
This matches up really well with the soundtrack of the game. Thank you. It's been a while since we've had a genuine big fellows. So what do we reckon? Are we going to continue playing our cards right? Are we going to gamble? Or are we going to come to our senses and return to Haruki? See where that takes us. Alright, we got 1 for not my thing. You wanted to play cards, but then as soon as the actual prospect of playing cards came up, you've decided you're not a gambler after all. So we got 1 for not my thing and 1 for gamble. I need a tiebreaker. Gonna need that tiebreaker. You know when to fold? No okay, no cards. Sorry, Oklahoma. Back to the shirt store. No harm, no foul. I ain't fit to be tied. Much obliged to meet you anyhow. Yeehaw! And again, I'm really giving you a lot of reasons, a lot of options to back out here. Yeah, true. Or are you just judging a book by his rippling muscles there? You know, he could be sure, he's salt of the earth. You two? Yeah, we seem pretty keen on getting back to Haruki, I think. So I'm gonna agree with you there, Yurida. We had our chance to gamble. He feels dangerous, doesn't he? He feels dangerous to date Haruki. Because everything is a potential minefield. Are there many cowboys into Avenged Sevenfold? Haruki. Yes, yeah, we have. Okay. Or is that a yes for yes? There's a lot of cowboys at Avenged Sevenfold. So we're going to agree. We're going to say yes. Way, is that a problem? Both, okay. Phew. Okay, minefield averted. Where did the attitude come from? I like it. We should date. And we can say, Baga. Or we can say, I can do better. Now we can, once again, there's an option to back out. This might be our last time to back out before the date. I'm thinking, I'm trying to get back in my mind from a few months ago, whenever this came out, and I think Baga is yes. Baga, we go with Baga. Yeehaw, let's take him for a spin indeed. Alright, it's another text box level. Great, what would you like to do today? So, what would, turning into Arby a bit there, I added a today when there is no today. Where would we like to go today? What do we want to do for a date? Yeah, there's a lot of interviewing in this game. It's not padding though. It's all essential. It's all very, very important. Roll. Roll. We want to roll. We want to roll. We want to roll at, and I'm assuming, I mean, roll can be interpreted in many different ways. I'm going to assume it in a sort of rave sense, and let's roll at a historical train robbery reenactment. Birds, I guess. Oh, playlist has looped around again. I didn't really know how long it would take to play it through. Roll at a historical train robbery reenactment. Yeah. They're 4 songs, but they all sound kind of like one song. So it flows quite nicely. It's only because I've heard this song in particular so many times when I was testing it. These are the only 4 songs I know how to play. Okay, I've got a little synth under here. I've got cursed synth under here. And I'm playing him like a fiddle. I've lost the end of my text box. So we're rolling at a historical train robbery reenactment with birds. Because now that the birds have closed down, they're just everywhere. Birds. No, I like that better. Yeah. Because I think he knows what that means. He's a writer. He's well read. He's smart. He's an intellectual. The size, oh yeah, so it's not a life-size pyramid. It comes up, so I'm sat down, and it comes up to, you can't really see where my hands are because it's slightly below the bubble. Let's see, where's my hand up here? Okay, so it's there. It's like there. It comes up to about there from the floor. So it's and the floor, the floor of my desk. I mean, so it's like something about this. It's about that, something like that. Just kind of sat in front of my bubble. Took me a long time because I'm not looking at my live stream. I'm watching it on the delay, so I had to wait for my hands to catch up with my mind. I love to roll at a historical train robbery reenactment. Birds, it's a date. Meet me back here tonight at 8. go get ready. I don't have a body or arms. Look, I don't have a body. I'm just a head. Look, see, no body whatsoever. I'm a head, and I've just got 2 arms. Not even arms, 2 hands. I'm a Rayman. I've been a Rayman for a long time. Keep forgetting, doesn't work if my face is there. There we go. Look, see, hand. No body to lean on. Let's go get ready, shall we? Later that evening. Here's another hand moment. It's one of the classic. It's like a hidden Mickey. There's a little Easter egg to my hand existing. Yeah, exactly. When my hand goes near my face, it's pure coincidence that it seems to cut a sort of arm shape in me. We did remember a gift. Yeah, of course we remembered a gift. Naturally remembered a gift. Here you go. What was the gift that we remembered? A big chunk of black tourmaline. I have a really weird feeling that's what it was the first time around. Am I going crazy? Was it not black tourmaline the first time? It's a black tourmaline tomato, and it's humming. Okay. How to mash together tourmaline and tomato? Yeah, tourmaline. Tourmaline is it's practically a catchphrase. I'm surprised we don't have a little Stream Elements command for it. It's a huge black tourmaline tomato, and it's humming. I know what it is. Everything I do it big, and it's a tourmaline. Tourmaline is it's a mineral. It's a mineral egg. Okay, you happy? It's a big mineral, and it's black. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers sang about it. And it's a crown. And it's a man, and he wear like a crown, and it's a man. This is a good gift. And it's beautiful. I've got to put in the beautiful. It's a huge black tourmaline tomato, and it's humming, and you wear it like a crown, and it's a man and an idea, and it's beautiful. Great, how original. I'll put it with all the others. Misery does love company, after all. Well, I guess Haruki didn't agree with us that that's the perfect gift. I suppose if you're a rich and successful artist, you're a celebrity. I mean, what do you get the man who has everything? You know. Not all tourmaline is black. There's pink and green and red. Yeah, but black tourmaline is black. You will concede on that. You will give me that. Surely. Surely I didn't get that part wrong. You get it from crystal shops. It has healing properties. It's the birthstone of a Taurus. Is that right? Somebody look that up. I think that's actually right. I think that is genuinely right. He's not a materialistic guy. He likes wine, and it comes from the earth. Yeah, I'm reading all of your comments as if it's one sentence, one thought, and I'm just agreeing with it. I just like he likes wine. It comes from the earth. Oh, you would be friends with a Taurus? Okay. All right, your funeral, pal. Taurus is emerald, is it? Sagittarius? Is it Sagittarius? It's one of the zodiacs, okay? It's one of the zodiacs. Or maybe none of them. Look, it's not the tarot show today, okay? It's not the astrology show, it's not the spiritual show. I might have thought that. Yeah, that might be it. Tourmaline is a birthstone. Tourmaline is a birthstone. I'm telling you, it is a birthstone. Or maybe I'm thinking of topaz. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, numbers. I was just going to say that. I was just going to say it, that it has an elongated parallel crystal habit. And it has a triagonal crystal lattice. I mean, not a lot of people actually know that about tourmaline. Oh, you do, Egg? You love how radically honest I am? Arby! Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. This'll go really, really nicely.
Arby alert. Arby alert. Hey, everybody. It's an Arby alert.
I'm sorry, I was in studio mode and I clicked it, but then I realized studio mode only clicks it for the scene you're going to transition to. And I realized that it's also still got a circular image mask over it. But that's fine. It is rude to Sagittarius is turquoise. God damn it. Somebody just look up what tourmaline is. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Everything is pleasant. Everything is pleasant to listen to on this show. You would think after what are we on, like almost a year of doing this, right? That we would have found a nice balance of everything so far. And we have, is what I'm saying. We have, I in particular, I found it. October. So what? It's a birthstone for a month, right? And which star sign is born in October, at the end of October? Taurus. Am I wrong? Was I wrong? Tourmaline. Birthstone. Of the Tauruses. No. 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 End of October. The end of October. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Which is bad because I know so many people born at the end of October. I'm sure it's Taurus. Don't tell me it's Libra. I've never even heard of Libra. I don't even know if that's one of them. Right, we love how radically honest it. Okay, right. I forgot we were doing something. Oh, Libra's your daughter? Sorry, I won't talk to Libra ever again. What's my sign? You should be able to tell what my sign is by my personality. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. Tourmaline is the birthstone of Tauruses. That's just a fact, Jack. You think I'm an Aries? What month is Aries? When is Aries? I'm not an Aries. I'm Arby. Oh, Aries is January. Actually, you're not. No, Aries is Aries. Oh yeah, start of January, I guess, is Aries, isn't it? Is it? It isn't. Is it? It isn't. Mike rising with a Draza moon. That is actually a very spiritual. Nobody knows anything. Aquarius. January is Aquarius anyway. Most of January. I don't know. There's always overlap, isn't there? But January is Aquarius. We're in the water months at the start. It goes Aquarius. Then it goes Pisces. Then it goes Aries. Then it goes Capricorn. Is Capricorn one of them? Cancer. Capricorn. Then it goes Sagittarius. No? Yeah. Then it goes Taurus. Yeah, no, I'm saying all of this in character. I'm sorry, I know I said I never want to... Leo sounds like a leadership sort of sign to me, so I can see why you'd get there, because obviously I am a very... I do have a very powerful presence, obviously. I'm very wise and very, very leaderful, very, very wisdomous, but I'm not a Leo. I'm not a Leo, and I'm insulted that you thought so. Do we really? Does anyone remember what this is in relation to? I don't remember. I don't remember what we're doing anymore. Yeah. Look, we're nervous. It's canonical that we're nervous on this date. We said that we're nervous. We had to excuse ourselves to blush earlier. Arby is Sagittarius, Gemini rising. Well, in that case, then Sagittarius must be April, because it's Arby's birthday today. We're just brown nosing, so happy birthday, Arby. American Mikeo, please. We already came up with that wordplay about a week ago in the Discord. It's time to reveal it to the general public. Happy birthday, Arby. What a delightful sense of humour you have. Have you read any good books lately? So we can either have just finished reading one of Haruki's, or we can tell him what else we might have read. And the choice is yours. Let's Get Jazzy. Is that the name of the book we read? Let's Get Jazzy, the Bob Fosse story. Dipping out of my bubble quite a lot today. Let's Get Jazzy. Also your book. We read. Okay, so Let's Get Jazzy, I guess. In a weird marketing move, they they decided to make the novelization called a different thing than the movie, I guess. Match of the Penguins. Match of the Penguins. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip just the chat, not me, just the chat. Screenshot. Put it in the Discord. Put it on Twitter. Hey Maggie, welcome. So sad. What that Sheeda said Match of the Penguins. Can you believe that Sheeda said Match of the Penguins? Yeah, the junior novelization. He's gonna think we're such an idiot for saying Match of the Penguins. Can you imagine? Hi, good morning, good morning. Politics is 90% gaffes and 10% luck. I loved Let's Get Jazzy, the junior novelization of Match of the Penguins. The richly detailed noses, just delightful. Okay. Forgot about this. I'm not really into noses, or that was the best part for me too. What do we think? Do we, I mean, is it shaming? I mean, it's not really shaming to say you're not into the same thing that he's into. But will he be turned off if he knows straight away from the first date that we don't necessarily share his tastes? It might not be necessary for him, for his partner to share his tastes, as long as they're willing to indulge him. Maybe he doesn't even mean it like that. Not into noses. All right, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're not into noses. I guess we're not into noses. See, I'm getting nervous now. Can you tell? Can you tell the pressure that I'm under here? And look at him. He's got the guns out. He's got the cool fade. Penguins don't have noses. It is true. Okay, we're just gonna have to make a decision here. We're gonna have to make a decision. I'm gonna say, you know, Maggie says that penguins don't have noses, so maybe he's trying to catch us out. We're not into noses. Who thinks that they don't like noses? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really suggested anything big about it. You know, noses are a part of the face that you notice first. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, I will try not to freak out. I will try not to freak out at the numbers. Numbers, we need you numbers. I said I'd call on you if there are ever any numbers. You're not into noses? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Sheeda. I think, I mean, I'll give you, you know, little editors aside. the noses thing is, you know, Murakami is very into ears, and I would say, you know, noses are the thing that I notice probably first in a person. I find noses very interesting. I like an interesting nose. You know, with my artistic eye, you know, sometimes you see a nose and you think, oh, that would be really good to paint that face because of the nose. What about Moses? Well, I mean, Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. I don't think he said anything about noses. I don't think Moses supposed... Yeah, no, he didn't suppose anything about noses. It's an Aquarius quality. You're getting close. I am yes. Yeah. Singing in the Rain was the original hip opera when you think about it. And I'm thinking about it, and it was. I'm not really into noses. Well, that's it. I'm afraid should have lied. Now, here's a secret, okay? I have it built in. We can go back. We can save scum. There is an option to just go back one option. It's right here in the side menu, the secret side menu. It's up to you. Bear in mind the show is not going on that much longer, so I don't know if starting again is our most entertaining option. Okay. Hope this works. Okay, yeah, let's get a win. We want to go out on a high, don't we? I'll end it on an actual ending. That was the best part for me too. Okay. All right. You're kind of a freak, huh? I don't usually ask this on the first date, but would you like to go to bed with me? I'm really surprising myself with what the scenes are. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, we said yeah. You and Haruki Mikakami retire to his boudoir, where the two of you have a night of passion like none you've ever experienced before. Yeah, no, I wrote this. Yeah, I wrote this. This is what I think sex is. In the morning, you awake alone, with a wad of bills on the pillow next to you. You return to the cafe to find your reputation in tatters, and are forced to leave town to save face. Yeah, they got chess. Well, thanks. Yeah, at least we got one night of pleasure out of it, huh? Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, you see, we were one page away from the ending. The music credits for anyone who loved the music. Just enjoy the end credits song. Don't remember which one it is. Look, see, there were more than 4 songs in it. It's just that some of them are only triggered by certain events. For the sake of Mikaio's love. Oh, I realised that it doesn't have the updated vanity cards at the end. It doesn't say it's a production of N1 Junior. Thank you very, very much. I need to update the website as well. I need to update it so that it knows that we are now cable2.tv. We've got a new website. We need to have a little timed stream alerts of that as well. Yeah, N1 Junior will be back. N1 Junior will return. I don't know what the next game's going to be, but we'll find out before too long, I hope. Whoa, you're typing from the website? I haven't tried that yet. I'm gonna watch the next lot of shows from the website. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna chat from the website. I'll see if it works. I have no idea how. It's all magic to me. I don't know how any of it works. Okay. I'm just very into this music. I just love this is what I listen to. This is just what I listen to when I'm out and about and I'm jogging. So thank you very much everybody for joining me. It was fun. I miss playing that. I should play it more often. Would you believe I haven't played it since we last played it on stream? Do you believe that I've never given it a second run? Maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I'll have a couple of other shows. We'll see what else Good. Well, I'm glad. I will hopefully do it. Hopefully do more of this. I like to do more of this. It's nice and easy to do. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for joining me. Yeah, I really want to get to some of the weirder stuff. Those are not the weirdest paths you can take. There are some things you can do in there that we haven't come close to doing in I think we did 3 runs, because I think we did two branches, 2 paths on the first stream. But thank you all for joining me for quite an unusual one. This is the first multiverse in a while where there's just been one normal Mikeo, although I guess the game has at least 3 Mikeos in it. We were quite normal out there. Yeah. So I guess the lesson is you shouldn't change yourself for love, because you will find yourself with your reputation in tatters, in shreds, and you may never recover from the fallout of it, from the trauma. So thank you very, very much for joining me. Remember, as always, to be kind to every single version of yourself. And there's more shows coming up later. We got a Fantasy Flight later, and I believe we may or may not have a Warp Zone. I really hope we've got a Warp Zone. Of course, be way past my bedtime, but the rest of you should all go and join and have fun. But I will see you all in the chat, in the Discord, and I will see you all next week. Thank you for the final time. Love you all, and goodbye.